this wall here is now higher than the church roof. Hey guys and girls, my name is Snowy and you have been asking for this one, and it's now time to do it. I'm going to put like a complete wall of dirt on the backside of the church and make it higher than the roof of the church, and then fill it up with water. That's the idea. Yes, that's in principle, that's the idea. So let's be going. Let's go. So actually what I first need is generators. One is enough. No, let's make it 2. And a bunch of pumps. Pumps, and then let me see, can I also take already the shovel? Yeah, that's the shovel. And a bucket. And oh, let's not forget the cable. So before we are going to even shovel all the dirt that is required for this ridiculous mission, because this will take a lot of time in walking around getting the dirt where I want it, is to make sure that everything is already set up, with the pumps, etc. That will pump in the water from this area. So I will really have to get water here and make sure that these pumps, that this generator is sitting safe. So the generator should be over here. I think that will do, just on the berm, bush, like that. And the water, so we have here the edge of the church, and we're going to make basically I'm going to work from here a little bit to there, and then to there, like this, and then to here, something like that. Yeah, so I'm going to place this pump over here. That will be going straight into there. Well, let's also put it here and put it over to here as well. And let's connect now the cables. So, isn't that lovely? So now I can just hook that onto all these things. To there, and you to there, and then you to there. Now everything is connected, which is nice. That means like we can grab this bucket, and I can basically return back to the main place, and I can dump my cable. I don't need a cable anymore, so I dump it here, and I get the remaining bucket, and now most of the work can start. So what I will do now first is run back to the place. So I make an outline. So it starts here, like that. There's the, let's see, there's the pumps, there's the exit. So we go a little bit back, and this should be it, to here. Like that. Yeah. Interesting. What will that become? Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.
2 hours later.
Well, 2.5 hours later, I guess we have been building up this, I did, all around the back of the church. So, as you can see, now let's get up here along this lovely stair that I created. Hop by hop by hop by hop. Takes a little bit of finesse to get up here, but with a little bit of careful maneuvering, you get up on the edge. And if we move now to the side, you can also see, and that's the important thing, is that this wall here is now higher than the church roof. And there's no water yet in here, but we will see how this will now go. Let's see how this will go. Before we do that, I'm going to take us all first to the other side of the map, because I've not been sitting still there either. So you see here some of these inflatables over here, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate pumps that will pour in water into that direction, because we need water there. And for that I already placed here 4 hoses that will lead the water straight into that direction. There's a pump here ready. As you can see, I also placed a dam of dirt over here. We have a little bit of an overflow. We created a huge lake basically over here. And but we're going to activate now these pumps. And I mean, the pumps are deeply underwater, so I will turn this on now. Yep. Now let's see where these things are. I think I can turn it on from here. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Come on, yeah, you are on and you are on. They're all green. So okay, these are now giving water, and this is essential water what we need to fill up that area. So this water will now follow this path. It will follow alongside here, and it will go down here basically, and then run off to there. I might be, maybe I should, these hatches are not completely watertight, so that's why I will then place a little edge over here, like so, just to guide that water into the proper direction. And here it comes, the entire flood. Yeah, so these things stay shut. I will put a little bit of dirt on it just to be 100% sure. Also here, like that. And eventually that water will come into our direction. And also here I can basically start up the pumps. Now I cannot do it while I'm up there, so I will start now this one. That's one. And this one has barely any water, but water is on its way. But we will start it. Here we go. And we will also start this one. And start this one. That one. And that one. Yeah. Now I will run also quickly into the direction of like the lake that I've made, before I will climb back on these, on the church roof, and then I hope that I'm on time back before that area fills up, because you see here how much water that has been collected here. So I'm going to just open this up so this can empty out as well into the area. More water. It's only better. Here we go. Here we go. So, look at that. That will do the trick. Okay, let's get out of here. Look, that will flow into here. Okay, let's get going to the other side, because what we want to see now, before the water reaches all the way up, I need to climb up as quickly as possible up and see whether the water will flow on top of the roof, because that was the whole premise of this video. Okay, let's see. We are not there yet by a long shot. So, how long will this take? 4 pumps in total are pumping. And there's the water coming. There it's coming. It's going now there. You can see how it flows, and eventually it will flow also there down. Yeah. And also from this side I expect that there's an influx. Yep, there it's coming. All the way coming from there. It will go around here, which is nearly here, by the way, as you can see. And yeah, and we have now to see how quickly this water will rise. Now, of course, I could have made this area smaller, but it is outside of the building, so let's see if the water gets higher than this area, basically. In principle, this roof, if you put water on it, then the water will go through it. So my expectation at first is like, okay, if the water will flow over here, then it will flow basically into, nothing. If that happens, then eventually we can decide to make a floor out of dirt. So let me also put a little bit of this over here, like that, to make sure that the water will actually flow onto the roof up till there. Okay, here we go. Well, I think we have to wait for a bit, and let me put this into a time lapse, and yeah, let's just wait. Let me put this away. So if we put like this, no, this like this, then that menu will go away. Nice. And let's stand. Yeah, let's just stand here, and yeah, let's wait for it. It's getting in close now, guys. It's getting in close. Who might have thought that this will ever happen? We have enough water there in the back because of all the influx. It's coming from there. Look at that torrent over there. But will it spill on top of the roof? That's the whole question. That's the whole question. Why is there a bucket here? Here we go. Oh yeah, because of the time lapse. Of course. Now, where will that water go? That's the big question. Well, we still have to wait. Is it still rising? That's the question. Just looking at the edge. I'm looking at the... Let me point my pointer there. Let's see. Not sure, to be honest. It appears to be standing still, but... that would kind of contradict what we have seen before, you know, there on the, the tunnel, you know, the pipe that I built up in the air that went much higher than this area. But, yeah, okay, let's do still a short time lapse from this area. Okay, there is this possibility that this edge of the roof of the church is not watertight. The only way to figure that out is just get down here, get basically inside of the church, and there's a lot of water flow. Whoa. talking about weird things, you know. Look at this. So we just go up here, up here, and here we see water flowing down. Interesting. Also here. That could mean that maybe the wall of the church from the outside is not watertight. But I mean, look at all the water here, for example. I mean, how you explain that? Let me see, how much dirt do I have? Because we only have one door here. What if I just close this door? Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens then. We close this up. Okay, let's see. It's kind of difficult to do this, but come on, you can do this. Go straight through it, but yeah, let's see. I cannot get on top of there anymore. Let's see. Jump onto here, a little bit higher, and then that does not really work. Okay. I have no dirt anymore. Okay. I have the suspicion that the water is not going to overflow onto the roof. No, it does not seem to have changed. That's a pity. That's really a pity. Alright then, so as the overflow is not working, it might be caused by the fact that it is not touching the wall itself here. So we have only put the wall here, this dirt wall, against this wall, but not a separate tower. Now I'm thinking about building here a separate tower next to this, let's say here, just next to it. So you have like as in the previous video, that I built the tower, and inside then there will be of course one pump. So this will be very simplistic, but in the end I hope that by using this I can overflow the area eventually with water. But that's a big iffy. I don't know what that will do. So we have to build this all up to the edge. But then we're going to utilize the dirt itself, basically, to get the water where we want it. So let's see how that will pan out, and let me just get you the layout first. So this will be, a very small opening, so it takes the least amount of dirt and time. Then I will grab this pump over here. Place it then over there, and that will just go straight into there. You go, yeah. We also grab this thing. Here we go. Put it here, and then I don't have a freaking cable. Be right back. Right, here we have the cable, so hooking it on, turning it on, turning this one on. Here we go. So that will now put the water in there, and you can see it immediately gushes out, which is fine. Let's see. Now we put this up, this barrier, like that. And to prevent all the nastiness, I will actually turn this thing off, so we don't have a constant flow of water. This thing is now turned off. Yeah, that's okay. and that water is actually going through there, so just a little bit of a visual inspection that the water will stay inside. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, like that. And I think I can just build this whole thing up, you know, this whole pipe that will go stick out above the church edge, basically, you know, the roof edge, like we tried it earlier on the front section there. The area, the edge was much higher than the roof of the edge. So okay, so I'm going to collect now more dirt, and I'm going to build this thing, and I will be right back with you once the thing is done. Yeah, see you soon. Well, we're about like half an hour, 40 minutes further, and I created now this chute, you know, the chute into the roof on the church, and as you can see, it will not touch the wall of the church here. It will just, as soon as I activate the pump, it will just pump up water up here and here. And what I want to see is basically the water going up here and then into there and then probably falling through the church. That is what I think it will happen. So let's go down and let's activate our pump. So here we go. Oh, let's also not forget the the power source, and then activate the pump. And then let's get up there. I think that will do. That will do. Yep, and then get... Ah, this is what I wanted to see. This is all what we have been working for. Look at this. Look at this. So in theory, if I clad this entire roof now, then I could, you know, turn this into a swimming pool. But you know, that water will always find a way somewhere, you know, through the edges. You know, you always have to use dirt to make, make the barrier. So the roof of the church definitely does not cover any form of, barrier for the water to stay put on. Only the dirt itself that I have now with me. I only have a limited amount with me, but yeah, I mean, just to prove the point, you know, it's the whole experiment that was the journey, you know, to get to this point, to see that this actually works. And I want to ask you guys, you know, because this video has taken long enough already, you know, also for me, and also this room has become warm, too warm right now. It's like, okay, do you want me to clad this entire roof, yeah, and see, well, whether we can basically turn this whole rooftop into a big, you know, swimming pool? As you can see, it does work, you know, it does work. You can pump up water through the edge like that into the roof section, as you can see. But this is crazy if you think about it. So what to think about this? Yeah, shall we cover the remaining part of the roof? I leave that up to you. What I will do, I will save this game now under the last save game. So that would be then this one. Save. And then okay. And just to be sure, I'd save it also in this empty slot. Why not save? And okay. So, in verdict, the answer is yes. You can bring water up with a pump with a dirt wall, as long as the dirt wall is not touching the, you know, the wall itself like it did here, because this wall is not watertight. But anyway, guys and girls, this has been a long journey for now, and also I'm waiting for Code Peace to make a new map. How about you guys? You know, I'm up for a new map, a new challenge, you know, a real challenge. So, but we will see. We will see. Let me know in the comment section what you think, what I should do with this, and also the other video of the pillar that goes in the sky, you know, will also follow, because I still don't know yet how far it will go, so that will still come. And keep an eye on the channel, and let me know what you think. Okay, Okay guys, thank you for watching, and I will say like until next time. See you. Bye bye.